How can we be happy? This guy has some thoughts. These are 5 key takeaways from The Art of Happiness by the Dalai Lama and Howard C. Cutler. Happiness is a choice and a skill. The Dalai Lama says that happiness isn't something that just happens because of good luck or perfect circumstances. It's a state of mind we can cultivate through intentional effort, like learning to play an instrument or building a habit. He explains that our default mindset often focuses on what's wrong, stress, fears, or what we lack, but we can train ourselves to shift towards what's positive and meaningful. He says happiness is determined more by one state of mind than by external events. It's easy for us to feel that happiness comes from life's wins, but that puts the onus for our happiness on things we can't necessarily control. The Dalai Lama suggests starting with small practices, like reflecting on what you're grateful for each day. This conditions our mind to look for things that make us grateful and causing us to acknowledge them when they occur. Cutler adds that this doesn't mean ignoring pain. It's about choosing how you respond. Happiness is a skill you can choose to practice. Train your mind to focus on the positive, even in small ways. Compassion is the heart of happiness. The Dalai Lama says that genuine happiness comes from caring for others, not just chasing your own pleasure. He believes we're wired for connection, and when we act with kindness towards others and ourselves, we feel a deeper sense of fulfillment. He writes, if you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. It flips the idea that happiness is selfish. It's not about getting more for yourself, it's about giving. It feels good to do something kind, even if it's tiny. Even small things like holding the door for strangers or texting friends to check in. The Dalai Lama also emphasized self-compassion. He suggests treating yourself like you'd treat a friend. Cutler backs this up with research showing that compassionate people tend to be happier and less stressed. Kindness is like a happiness booster for everyone involved. Cultivate compassion for others and yourself to find true happiness. It's like planting seeds for joy. Shift your perspective on suffering. Suffering is a part of being human, but the Dalai Lama says we can reduce our pain by changing how we think about it. He explains that suffering often grows when we resist it or dwell on why me. Instead, he suggests accepting pain as a natural part of life and looking for meaning in it. He encourages us to find purpose even in hardship, like using a loss to grow in empathy or resilience. When we suffer a setback or loss, ask, what can I learn here? He also talks about putting suffering in perspective. Compared to the vastness of life or the struggles of others, our problems often feel smaller. This mindset isn't about denying pain, but about not letting it define you. It's like choosing to zoom out and see the bigger picture. Ease suffering by shifting your perspective. Accept it, learn from it, and see it in context. Build strong relationships. Happiness thrives in strong relationships. The Dalai Lama emphasizes that humans are social creatures, and our deepest joy comes from meaningful bonds with family, friends, or even strangers. He says we need love and connection to live a good life. The Dalai Lama also talks about small connections, like smiling at a cashier or being patient with a coworker. Strong social ties boost mental health and even physical well-being. When you see others as part of your own happiness, you break down walls of loneliness and judgment. Nurture relationships, big and small, to fuel your happiness. Live with purpose and meaning. The Dalai Lama believes true happiness comes from aligning your life with values bigger than yourself, like kindness, truth, and helping others. He writes, the purpose of our lives is to be happy, but real happiness comes from contributing to others' well-beings. This isn't about grand gestures. It's about everyday choices that reflect what matters to you. The Dalai Lama also encourages finding meaning in daily routines. He suggests doing even mundane tasks, like washing dishes with intention, thinking, this helps create a peaceful home. That purpose doesn't mean that you need to be perfect or find a perfect calling. It's about living authentically, guided by what feels true to you. Find happiness by living with purpose through small acts and bigger goals that align with your values. Try reflecting on one thing that gives you meaning, like helping someone or pursuing a passion. One of the best ways to cultivate the lessons of the Dalai Lama is through meditation. If you want to learn to meditate right now in just 30 seconds, click the video you see here. Thanks for watching.